Hi everyone, it's Graham at Hudson Rose here again. I want to do another quick video, this time on the mortgage process and particularly lenders' affordability. There's going to be a link up there or down there to a guide you can download that goes into a bit more information about buying property and some of the processes and things of getting a mortgage in England and Wales. So if you click the link, pop your email in, we'll send that across. So, mortgage affordability, what is it? Well, essentially it's just the term to use to see what a lender is going to lend you, the amount of money they're going to lend. It's come on a long way since the old days when it was simply a case of multiplying your income. So it would either be 3.5 times your single income or 2.75 times joint, and you'd go down to the local building society with your cap in your hand and you'd ask them to please lend you some money and they'd make a decision. That's all gone. It's now a much more complicated business and lenders employ affordability calculations using these specialist calculators to work out what they'll lend. Now, the thing is that every lender's calculator and every lender's calculation is different. So lender A might lend a certain amount and lender B might lend you a completely different amount. But crucially, they all look at similar sorts of things. It's just how they use that information to get the figure is key. So the first things they're going to look at is any credit commitments that you have. Monthly loan payments, hire purchase, car finance, that sort of thing. Credit cards are normally looked at as a percentage of the debt outstanding. So they'll say, we're going to assume that you're making a repayment of X% on that balance each month, and that's the figure we're going to use for our affordability purposes. Also deductions on payslips. Some lenders will deduct pension payments, for example, others won't, others will choose to ignore them. So if you've got things coming off share save schemes, those sorts of things, they can all have an effect on how much you can borrow depending on which lender you speak to. Financial dependence is another thing. Children, elderly relatives, lenders will assume that you have a payment that costs each month for that financial dependent. And again, the amount they allocate for that cost varies on the lender. Final thing to think of is with affordability is the loan to value, so the amount of deposit you have to purchase the property with or to remortgage the property if you're remortgaging. People with a lower deposit often won't get the higher affordability calculations because there's an increased risk from a lender perspective. But again, it varies from lender to lender. So where do you find out exactly what you can borrow? Well, there's a number of ways you can do it, but the main ones are lenders have affordability calculators on their website, but they are really stripped down versions of the ones the underwriters use. And crucially with all of this, the number you get out the other side is only as good as the information you put in the front end. So if you don't know exactly how that lender's going to treat that income, if you don't know if the lender's going to deduct your pension payment on your payslip or your share save scheme or whatever, then the figure you're going to get out the other side isn't going to be 100% accurate. The same goes for the generic calculators on things like the money sites, where you'll often find if you put figures in, it'll just spit out a 4.5 times or 5 times that number the other end. So it's not really accurate. If you want a more accurate figure, you've got two options. You can either speak to a lender directly and run through their specific calculator and get an idea for what that will lend with them, because they'll be able to guide you on how to what figures to put in. Or you can speak to a financial advisor, whole of market broker, who can give you an idea on what you can borrow based on their knowledge of all the lenders' calculators. We understand who is going to take that pension payment, who's not going to do that, who's going to take more the bonus, and we use that knowledge to apply that to your case and come out with the figures that we need to get. If you want any more information, say download the guide. There's a budget planner in there as well, so you can really get to grips with where your money goes each month, and that'll help when you're having conversations with any lenders or financial advisors. If you want any advice, you want to run through what you can borrow, if you're at the start of the mortgage journey, thinking about buying, give us a call. We're more than happy just to have a chat, even if it's the early stages. We're on 0330 122 9920. It's 0330 122 9920. Or you can check us out at www.hudson-rose.co.uk. But anyway, I hope you found that of use. And if you've got any questions, drop us a line and hopefully we'll speak soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.